What's up, guys? So it's been a few months since I made that first post. Things get busy, time seems to slip away, and we've got a lot of new things coming, but the gym is all put together and that's what's really cool. I just made a post on my Instagram not too long ago talking about the 30-day hang challenge I was doing, where I was trying to hang on that board at the 25 millimeter depth for 30 seconds. I started off with like 3 seconds, and by day 24, I was at 30 seconds, which was pretty sweet. I wanted to just, while I was filming that video, I was like, hey, why don't I just throw something on the YouTube as well? I wanted to talk a little bit about one movement in particular, being the 90-90s. Now, everyone's really familiar with the 90-90s by now. They definitely became popular over the past like 5 or 6 years. The title of this video is Why I Hate 90-90s. That's clickbait. Do I truly hate 90-90s? No, I really don't. Do I think they're overprogrammed for a lot of people? Yes. So one of the biggest things that I see with patients and clients all the time is they're coming in, hip pain or knee pain or whatever it may be, and I'll say, well, what have you done for it so far? One of the things usually is like, oh, I've been doing, 90-90 hip rotations. And I say, oh, cool. Is there a specific range of motion or reason why you were doing it? And almost always the answer is no. Now, why I titled the video that I titled it? Well, the 90-90 position, if you ask me if it's just good for general hip mobility, I'll say, yeah, absolutely. Anything that challenges hip range of motion is going to be good for you. Is it what you need? Now, that's going to be the better question. And if you want to know that for yourself, I don't know the answer. But the whole purpose of me making this video is to talk about this. All right. So here's my issue with the 90-90 position. Now, is this a great general hip mobility primer? Like I said, absolutely. If you want to turn it into some hip rotations, if you want to take back a leg, swing it around, swing it back, that's fine by me. The problem I have with this position is it's not being optimized for what you need. Now, for example, I have plenty of hip external rotation. I have plenty of this. I have hardly any internal rotation. If you give me 90-90 and you just have me swinging back and forth, that's gonna actually help me a little bit with my internal rotation. But we can take this movement and prime it particularly for internal rotation using the back leg. What I see all the time is people coming in doing them basically for generic prep. Again, fine, but for example, for me, I don't need external rotation. So any sort of front leg lift off, anything, any kind of like external rotation, pell and rail, I don't need it. I need everything here on this back leg. So now we're able to repurpose this for specificity for you. So if I was doing something to improve hip internal rotation on the back leg, mine is so poor that I'm gonna drop down to my elbow, so my hip is in less of a flex position, so I'm able to acquire more hip internal rotation without using my body to get me there. So I could pell and rail it, where I drive my back heel down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then I could pull up 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I could just do lift offs like this, trying to just use my hip and not rock my body forward. I could make it more challenging by getting more upright and trying to just rotate. But if you guys notice, I've got a little upper body lean. So if I can eliminate that, it's way harder for me to get my foot up, but that's good, because that's gonna work my internal rotators much more than this right here. And then something else you could do with it, maybe like I said, you see these all the time. That's great for hip flexion, hip abduction, and hip internal rotation if you need it. Now, if you're coming in and you have a ton of hip internal rotation, I'm not gonna give you a bunch of lift-offs because you don't need it. I might give you something related to external rotation if that's what you're coming in for. All right, so hopefully that helps you understand a little bit more about the 90-90 position. If you've been prescribed or recommended to do the 90-90 position, and that's just been a staple in your general warm-up, again, I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but if you're working with the clinician, PT, chiro, whomever, who's recommending these, and you're not seeing any change, there's a good chance that you're not being specific enough with your mobility. And that's what I like to do, is take it to that next level. Do you need hip internal rotation? Do you need external rotation? Do you need flexion, extension, abduction, adduction? What do you need? And that's based off of a good assessment. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm really just kind of throwing these together, keeping them pretty raw, relatively uncut, and I just hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys like this, share it with a friend, buy our programs, helps us get our word out there, get our name out there, helps promote the business. And if you see value in what we do, feel free to like and save it and share this video with a friend.